Welcome to day 2 of our trip to Egypt, and welcome to your daily message. Today we are exploring the first pyramids in Egypt. And it was interesting because we're so used to hearing about and seeing pictures of the Great Pyramid of Giza, right? Those 3 huge ones. We went to a place called Saqqara, Saqqara, and there were quite a few pyramids there. The first thing that surprised me was how small, so to speak, in air quotes, because obviously they're large, but in comparison, and for whatever reason, I didn't recognize or know that there were so many other pyramids in Egypt. We went to one called, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, it's Serapeum, Serapeum, which is said to have mummified bulls in it. Bulls. I appreciate and honor the history of Egypt, but I always dig a little bit deeper. And when you go into this area, there are these huge sarcophagi, whatever you would call it, where these bulls supposedly were. What I found interesting was how empty everything was and clean and huge these spaces are. Was it truly for bulls? Is there actual proof of that, or was it for something else? These grounds seem to be from the very early days, the First Dynasty through about the Sixth Dynasty. We visited the Pyramid of Teti, I believe. And it's interesting how primitive, in a way, the pyramids are on this land in these grounds compared to what we see the pictures of the Great Pyramid in Giza. It's one of those things where you kind of scratch your head and go, this is very interesting. There's a step pyramid that's pretty common. I'll talk more about that on a different day when we go there. We also went to a museum. One of the things to think about, historians are always trying to piece it all together, right? And we stay pretty in our head about it, scientific research, and I understand all of that. But are there deeper meanings to these places? Some of the pyramids were more rounded, some were step, some were more like what we're used to seeing, but much smaller, just very primitive. As you listen to my words, maybe do a little research yourself on this so you know where we're at. Notice how you feel. What resonates with you? Do you think that there were actually bulls, these huge, ginormous bulls that were buried in these pyramids, in these tombs? Or do you think maybe it was something else? This is definitely an ancient burial ground. It is much, much different than the Valley of the King and Valley of the Queens that we'll talk about further on down the trip. Be curious with us as we continue to embark on this beautiful journey. I look forward to talking with you again tomorrow.